complete what changes to as we head into pick and bans. Reptar, what are your thoughts with pick and bans based on what happened in game 1?
Well, we might actually see another interesting lineup here from the side of KABSAT. Now, they actually RPG banning out the Iron Man. Very interesting choice there. But if I'm RPG here, maybe either respect ban the Namor, or if you're gonna let the Namor side, pick Ant-Man, because against Ant-Man, Namor gonna have a bit of a hard time there. Oh, they banned the Ant-Man though.
Doctor Strange will be picked. I have a feeling. I have a really big feeling Doctor Strange will be picked because they banned out the Iron Man. There has to be a reason for that. So let's see what the last ban is gonna be. I think KABSAT are gonna be thinking, who do we need to ban? They ban out the Human Torch instead. So there we go.
You
Doctor
called
Strange.
it. That's why they ban out the Doctor Strange, making ban out the Iron Man, making it easier for Doctor Strange there in mid. So let's see how they respond here. KABSAT, a lot still open in the board. Captain America, as it is being hovered now. Good, safe jungle pick there. One of the best junglers we have in game because of the sustain and the not a lot of damage, like hard damage, but his ultimate Avenger Vanguard is one of the best CC, single target CC that we have in this game. Kanseru again rocking the Ebony Maw, possibly in the mid once more. Let's see how they respond here. RPG.
I like the idea, but to be quite honest, Ebony Maw in the mid lane feels very... How should I say this? It feels like he falls off at a certain point. And when he does, he doesn't really have that really good escape to begin with. So it just makes it hard. Like if this Ebony Maw gets shut down, he becomes Gimp. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I like the Magneto pick. When you see Doctor Strange, usually it's not Iron Man you're worried about. Usually it's this Magneto because being lane dominant, that's going to be really good and easy for you to deal with Doctor Strange, and then it allows you to rotate based on the pacing that your team will have.
Yeah, and at the same time, I feel like Jubilee against the Doctor Strange, as it was being hovered there, would have had a harder time. The Magneto, since Doctor Strange will probably pop time manipulation to come back, that's when Magneto can just do a little bit more damage to you once you get brought back, because as you're getting pushed back, your time manipulation maybe gets dropped where you were, and Magneto's going to be there waiting for him, and Magneto won't be afraid to use the ult on your face. Now, with the rest of the picks of RPG here, Ghost, I like it. That means they're really going to be respecting the fact that they are going to be going up against the War Machine and the Magneto. So Blazy has to put on another show here because it's going to be up on him. And with the with the first day, this is going to be a jungle mid win condition for RPG. It's going to be up to Simple and Blazy to play really well to dictate the tempo and win for RPG. Who do you think is the win condition for KABSAT?
It's gonna be the Magneto. You see Namor, you see Ebony Maw. They're gonna be starting these fights, not to mention Captain America diving into the back line. It's gonna leave War Machine a little open, so I don't know how they're gonna be approaching this, but with Magneto going into the whirlpool, before RPG could react, it could be a possibility that they would be able to wipe out some members of RPG. Thing is, you see Yondu, Doctor Strange, they're gonna be far back. Ghost is just gonna dive in, and we know Blazy for being very notorious on this Ghost. So, depending on what happens, you know, both eyes gonna be on the mid laners.
Let's see how that's gonna go into this game as we go into game number 2, best of 2 between RPG and KABSAT. Slower start for both teams now. A little bit more conservative after that slobber knocker, as good old JR would say in the first game. But they are going to be going
Enemy
for...
hero missing.
No, yeah. It's both going to be safe starts for both teams.
No invades. I like that because you don't really get that big of a benefit when you invade. In the words of a coach that I listen to most of the time, 8 out of 10 times you would fail an invade. It's really good because there's still a chance you would win 2 out of 10 times. But given the situation, you lose more, and you're more likely to lose more compared to not invading at all. So the safe start would benefit both teams either way.
And it's still a relatively safe start for both teams, just feeling each other out here. Ant-Man in the bottom lane, gonna have to really watch his feet here against Zikai Gen's
Enemy
Yondu.
hero missing.
And we actually saw Aki's performance as the cloak and dagger being really good. So we might be able to see that again here for RPG. Once again, that silence. It is game changing in a team fight, or even before you go into a team fight, wrecking your momentum. But Lazy coming here at mid.
They're gonna be able to take him out though. I don't think it's gonna be enough. This is a Magneto.
Enemy
That's gonna
hero
be
missing.
quite the harass. But I think Blue Wave is gonna be completely fine with that. Now that the bot lane is aware of where Blazy is, they could make a play based off of that.
But it looks like it's RPG going for the aggressive start here. There goes the portals. Both Balthak and just a poke. No full commitment just yet, but
Mobilized.
Isaac there in the top lane. Ooh.
That top lane, there will be a fight? No, maybe not. No, I don't
Enemy
think so.
hero
The
missing.
fights are not gonna happen yet. This is gonna
Enemy
happen
hero
probably
missing.
at the 3-minute mark before Leviathan spawns because they want to take control of that
Enemy
area.
hero
So you're
missing.
seeing Aki positioning himself here. If they
Enemy
drop
hero
Blue Wave
missing.
enough, he's going to be a non-factor in the fight with the Leviathan. So we're pretty far off in terms of timing, but we'll have to wait and see. Mind control will be hit onto Aki here, but there will be no follow-up. We're already seeing Blue Wave
Enemy
slowly
hero
make his way
missing.
towards the bot lane. I think teams are aware of this. So no one's making any clear movements yet, but Blazy's just about to finish his camp. So you know that once junglers start their rotations,
Enemy hero
there will be
missing.
blood.
But with another set of buffs coming up here, it seems like it's going to be a while until we see more rotations here. But hold
Four
that
members,
thought.
though.
Enemy
Yeah,
hero
but they move
Four
missing.
members slowly moving in. Simple is just harassing this bot lane. Same goes for Ebony Maw, doing his own. It's actually a really good job compared to Aki, who's
Attention.
been more of taking control of the perimeter instead of harassing that much. So 3 minutes, 40 seconds. There should be a fight pretty soon. Looks like they're just waiting for this blue buff. They're gonna be able to get that.
Assemble.
Kizzy going on top of Simple here. There goes the TV.
Lazy.
Goldie's coming in on top of Captain America. Kizzy's gonna drop low. They're gonna commit the bulldog crash. It will be a death onto Blazy already. Kizzy will fall as well. But now it's Blue Wave getting taken out. So that is a double KO for the Yondu with 2 members down. KABSAT are gonna be fighting this 3v4. Blazy will be up in 5 seconds, but Mew is already really
Retreat.
low. So most of the control here will be onto KABSAT. This will allow the team to back off, reset the Leviathan, and go for another 5v5.
Reset once again. And something I'd like to point out that's been on my mind, but hold that thought. Looks like we're going to see some more action here. Here comes Kizzy coming down to the middle lane. The shield bounce goes off. Simple gets low. There goes the Venture Vanguard. Brings him up. He gets low, but he has to force back because he hugs a turret. But Blazy dives in and then dives out. So we're good, but now here comes Mew.
I know there's more though. Mew is going to go in now. They will be popping their skills for this. Echo Gaming has Ebony Maw inside him, if you know what I mean. But with that being said, looks like RPG are going to be going to the fight, and they will secure that. Mew is sprinting for the top. Whirlpool will connect onto 3. Now it's Magneto popping his skills going in. Blazy's just going
Enemy hero
absolutely wild
missing.
though. He's going to take out several of them. That's 3 members dead for KABSAT. A double KO for Zikai J. A rampage now for this Yondu. Yes, Ghost fell. Blazy went down in that engagement, but they got Leviathan, and Yondu is 4-0. This is a good start for RPG.
Great start, but Echo Gaming there,
Enemy hero missing.
engaging that team fight was a 50-50 call, and we saw it just didn't happen for them because they did have RPG did have the Panther buff on their side, which helped them win that team fight a little bit more, and that they weren't even completely 100% the side of KABSAT. So yeah, 50-50
Enemy
because
hero
if
missing.
if your opponent gets a big objective like that, you do want to try to turn it around and at least get 2 to 3 members down in a team fight, and just to negate that
Assemble.
happening. But here comes
Captain
Kizzy.
America going on top of Aki though. Easy all the way there. That is a bad idea. All 5 members collapse on top of the 2 of them. Now it's a blue wave running for the high hills. Mew's gonna commit boulder crash on top of GG Adman. He's gonna get caught. He's gonna get stunned. Now it's a 5-0 for Zikai Jin. There seems to be no answer for this Yondu, while the rest of his team just goes absolutely ham and starting to fight. This is gonna allow Echo Gaming to take the top lane tower, but all of the pressure is now on the second tier tower, and this team needs to decide, are they going to be able to defend this, or are they going to leave it? Looks like they will leave it, and that will be a second tier tower down in the bot lane, while Simple dealing damage, popping some skills. Surtur is now up, so Kizzy is here, spots out Mew, thinking of whether he's going to go for this, but Aki, this cloak and dagger just really stopping the initiation from KABSAT.
Yeah, and that is the difference here. By Cloak and Dagger, what it brings, silencing you before a team fight, wrecking your momentum, and then at the same time, a big emergency escape button there for a member of your team who gets really low. But here comes the rest of RPGE. They find out Kizzy there in the top. Kizzy's getting real low. Uses a Venture Vanguard, but that's not going to be anything. They lose a turret, and they lose the Star-Spangled Man with a plan.
That was a bad move from Captain America. You already saw so many people. That would have been time to bail, but he did not. He tried to save the tower. Not gonna be enough against 5 members. With Captain America down, this is gonna allow RPG to take the Surtur here. So with the Crowd Helmet on top of Ghost right now, this is gonna be RPG taking control of the waves as Surtur marches down in lane. He's gonna clear waves left, right, and center. But looking at the towers here, KABSAT are not in a good spot.
Ooh, Echo gets caught out there. Oh my goodness!
Neymar just gets destroyed. Wow! 6-0 for the Yondu. They will commit everything, even taking out the War Machine. And now it's the tower dropping low here. Is it gonna be enough to take it out? Yondu's trying to just whittle it down, but Mew is not even stopping here. Kizzy is trying to do what he can, but RPG, they're just way too strong right now. It looks like it looks like KABSAT are having a hard time with this.
The execution right now on the side of RPG is clean. Oh, another time manipulation, pulling it back. Oh
Simple
man,
Gaming, my god, you beast. He has
making
been
it look
doing
so
that. Like
simple.
before the fight starts, he's just really destroying them. So they're already at a disadvantage before the fight even starts. And now that Yondu with the range, he's just utilizing this to take out the tower. Now it's Neymar getting caught out. He gets hit. They're going in. Neymar's gone. And now it's the next time. Kizzy's gonna be forced to back off. He's gonna be pulled back in. Ebony Maw is gonna possess him just to keep him alive. Not gonna be enough because this Doctor Strange is absolutely going wild, taking heroes out left, right, and center. Surtur is already pushing the bottom lane, and the core is about to go down. RPG takes this series in dominating fashion, 2-0.
very clean showing there by RPG. Clean in terms of how they executed team fights, and the action didn't happen before the team fight. During a team fight. The action happened before the team fight happened. You pointed it out. Simple, setting things up